this is Caroline from ThoughtFarmer. I'm here to give you a quick overview of our new and enhanced rich text editor. This is something we're hoping to roll out in December of 2023, and there are a few changes to the editor that I just want to make you aware of. Right off the bat, when I'm editing my page here, you can see that everything looks mostly very similar. My toolbar is still there with the same options that were there before, but the icons are a little bit bigger and a little bit more modern looking. So a few changes will happen to the way that you interact with certain actions into the editor. And mostly what I'm going to talk about today is links or hyperlinks, tables that you insert into pages, and images. So let's start with links. Right off the bat, we have a new keyboard shortcut that you can use to add links. So if I select this piece of text right here and I click Control K or Command K, if you're an Apple user, you'll see that right away a field pops up to really quickly copy paste the link or even check from some of the more recently visited pages on the intranet. This makes it a lot quicker to add links. If you still want to see that link browser that you are familiar with, you can of course always click on the more options link, or if you click on this pencil icon rather, you will see that the tabs are still there for you if you wanted to manipulate the links a little bit more manually or select something very specifically on the intranet. So that is still there, but right off the bat, it's a lot easier to simply copy paste the link. Another bonus feature here, as you can see, if I click on my link in edit mode, I now have an option to hover over that link and open it straight from here in a new tab. That is new functionality. In the previous editor, you may remember you would have had to save your page first and then from the published page, open that link in a new tab. We have that option now right here within the editor. So that's links. Next up, tables. Let's insert a quick table into our page. Everything that you know about tables and all of the options that you had before are all still there, but the way that you interact with a table is a little bit different. Right away, you can see that we have this inline menu pop up here, and this inline menu has a bunch of icons that gives you all of the options relating to rows, columns, captions, and whatnot. So if I wanted to make this first row my header row, for example, I'm going to open the drop down underneath the row icon, and then I can see all of my row options there, as well as this toggle to make one of those rows a header row. If you do need to, for example, you have a really big table on a page and you need to delete it, that was an option previously available in the right click menu. It's not available in this inline menu, but what you can very easily do is hover and click this left upper hand icon here on top of your table, and then that will select the entire table. If you then click backspace or the delete button on your keyboard, that's going to get rid of that table right away. All right, images. Again, an image, very easy to insert either by copying and pasting an image on a page or using the icon in the toolbar. I'm going to add this image here that I already had pre-selected. And once you have an image on a page, again, looks and behaves very similarly to before. The image is selected. I can use the drag handles to make it bigger or smaller. But again, I no longer have this pencil icon here on the image to make any changes to its formatting or its layout. What I am doing now is I'm seeing the same inline menu that I can use to manipulate my image. So if I wanted to maybe float that image on the right-hand side, I can open this menu here, select floating the image on the right-hand side, and it pops it right away on the other area of the page. If you want to add a caption, that is actually a new option in this version of the editor. You can select this option in the toolbar right here and enter a caption right away. People listening to a presentation. So this is a new piece of functionality. Again, same thing, just use the inline menu as much as possible. If you wanted to find the more advanced image editing capabilities, such as adjusting the crop or adding a border, you can click on the pencil icon here, which goes to the image properties, and that will give you access to changing any of those items here as well. Okay, and last but not least, I want to show you one last feature we've added into the new editor. It is checklists. So if you have noticed in our editor, we have now a new list option next to numbered and bullet lists, which is a checklist or to-do list item. So if I wanted to add some to-do or action items to this piece of content, to this page in ThoughtFarmer, I can log any action items and just tag people and inform them of their to-dos. So I'll say edit content. Maybe I want Marcella to distribute this new policy with our staff. And so you can see that you can easily track to-dos or action items within your team this way using this new checklist or to-do task list. And then as things get completed, as people complete their action items, you can come back in here and check off any items that have been completed when you edit the page. So if I save the page here now, all of those to-dos are easily added onto the page and have a nice visual element to it so that you can easily track who's done what and see all of that information at a glance. So there you have it. This is the new editor and all of its new whistles and bells. We really hope that you enjoy it. We do encourage you to go and try out the new editor as soon as you can. Like I mentioned earlier, we will be rolling it out in version 11.3, which is coming out early December 2023. For the first few months, this feature will be opt-in, so it will not be enabled by default. If you do want to try it out and enable it on your intranet, which of course we would encourage you to do, go to your admin panel into the advanced configuration setting window, and then search for this configuration setting right here, rich text editor, new editor enabled. Make sure to edit that and select the value true here. By default, it will be set to false, like I said, because this is currently an opt-in only feature. After a few months, we will be rolling out the new editor to everyone by default, but until then, it is up to you if you want to go ahead and try that out, which we hope that you will do. If you have any questions at all, or you run into any issues at all, please feel free to contact us, reach out to your customer success manager, or open a ticket on our help desk, and we will be more than happy to help you out.